Good morning, everyone. This is Sage live from the 𝐊𝐴𝐼𝐴 studios, and you are watching the early trades. While the earnings update supports a tech rout and commodities super boom, the week's lineup of key economic data releases guided the market scenario. Raging virus threats in India continues to cast dark shadows to the key global indexes. Let us cast an eye over how market charter is panning out today. While ASX200 slipped at the open, the benchmark index is struggling to recoup the losses on the last trading day of the week. IT and healthcare are pulling down the market strings. Materials and energy sectors are providing some support to the index. While the S&P 500 gained 0.82%, healthcare was the only S&P 500 sector to close in the red. Healthcare sector took a hit as the vaccine makers slid during the session amid President Joe Biden's announcement for patent waivers on COVID-19 shots, but losses were capped by the upbeat jobless claims report. Commodities supercycles can define the market charter today. Notably, iron ore hits new record highs amid increased demand of steel-making ingredients by the profitable Chinese steel mills. Besides, AU-China tension is also fueling the iron ore rally amid supply constraints from Australia, the largest source of iron ore for China. Australian mining companies such as Rio Tinto, BHP Group Limited, Fortescue Metals Group Limited are all trading in the green zone. Then gold prices flared as the weaker US dollar propelled the precious metal and inflation hedge above the key $1,800 mark an ounce for the first time in the last 10 weeks. The US gold futures closed 1.8% higher at $1,815.70 US per ounce. Gold miners such as Newcrest Mining, Silver Lake Resources, Gold Road Resources, Ramelius Resources and De Grey Mining Limited are outperforming the market. Besides, aluminium prices approached levels last seen in 2018 and copper prices flirted with 10-year peaks. Zooming the lens on the energy space, oil prices gave up initial gains. Despite crude stockpiles in the US, the world's largest oil consumer falling more sharply than expected. Oil prices are under pressure from rising COVID-19 infections in India. Brent crude futures settled 87 cents lower at $68.09 US a barrel, while the WTI crude futures fell 92 cents to US $64.71 a barrel. Energy companies such as Santos Limited, Woodside Petroleum and Oil Search Limited remain under the pressure today. And moving on now to the major newsmakers. This week saw action-packed earnings updates of the big four banks. And the big news of the day is the full-year financial results by Macquarie Group that are expected to guide the market today. The group announced that its net profit for the financial year 2021 stood at 3.02 billion Australian dollars, up 10% from the previous year. The assets under management declined 6% to 563.5 billion Australian dollars. And the global online real estate advertising company REA Group Limited on Friday reported strong third quarter results on the back of improved performance by the Australian residential business and Move Inc. The group delivered a robust result for the third quarter, with revenue, excluding acquisitions, rising 8% year-over-year and EBITDA increasing by 13%. Then the Australian Integrated Commercial and Industrial Property Group, Goodman Group, has reaffirmed its financial year 2021 operating profit. As on March 31st, the group had 52.9 billion Australian dollars of total assets under management. The like-for-like net property income surged 3.3% and occupancy across its partnerships was 98%. Moving on, Australia's leading online beauty store, Adore Beauty, said that it had 687,000 active customers at the end of the third quarter of financial year 21. In a clarification issued to the ASX, the company said that the numbers are for a 9-month period rather than a 12-month period. And besides, Crown Resorts referred to its announcements of May 3rd, 2021 and announced today that, following a statement issued by the Western Australian government with effect from Saturday, 8th May 2021, the casino, including food and beverage facilities within the casino, can restart operations in accordance with the Western Australian government restrictions. Shares of betting firm Tabcorp hits the 2018 high as Apollo Management matched $3.5 billion Australian dollar offer by Entain for TAH's wagering and media business and offered an alternative $4 billion Australian dollars for the unit, plus its gaming services business. Next up, Next up is Mercury NZ, said that it has appointed Stuart Hamilton to the role of General Manager, Generation reporting to Chief Executive Vince Hawksworth. And moving on, Sports Hero Limited shared that it has signed a revenue sharing partnership with UK-based Sports Clips Limited, which has an exclusive subscriber agreement with Indosat Ooredoo, Indonesia's second largest telco. And looking at the charged up crypto space, Bitcoin traded 2.02% lower at US $56,255, while Ethereum marked a new all-time high of US $3,610. While RBA's quarterly monetary policy and commodities superboom is closely defining the market momentum, sectors-specific developments may drive the market in any direction. Thanks for your time watching. That is all for now, but do stay tuned for more live market updates on Kalkine TV across the economy, markets and sectors. And this is Sage signing off.